Girl,
Everybody
it's
follow
packed
the one
out
line,
here tonight.
please. Follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Punk Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
Well, hey, girl, hey.
Well, hello there.
It's another day's journey, and I'm glad. I'm glad about it. I'm so glad. Remember that old church song?
I'm so glad Jesus sent me in.
I don't know if they better go with this.
And a tambourine.
Old school church songs clap. Go
Clap.
just like that.
That's that pre-worship.
Pre-worship.
That's that pre-worship.
How's your week going?
You know, I have the Chardonnay.
Yeah, she not drinking Dos Equis today.
I'm not. I switched it up. I've switched it up. Wine drunk is kind of what I'm feeling right now, not beer drunk. So
I've never been beer drunk, but I don't drink. I never drink beer to that capacity.
yeah,
I don't really like beer.
beer drunk is fun.
I feel like you'd be full too.
Yeah, belly's just hanging out.
Let that bitch hang.
Like, I mean, you just gotta unbutton your pants. You pee a lot.
Is that good or bad? I think it's good when you pee.
You pee a lot.
But I heard you drink less beer because it'd be so much.
I have no idea what that means. I don't know.
I mean,
I just know that
beer.
I pee a lot.
Oh.
If I drink a lot of beer, I pee a lot.
And I guess it's cheaper to drink beer. That's why I always want to get on beer.
It is super.
You know,
That's why I don't mind
$9
it.
shots, $4 beers.
Yeah.
And a beer a pint gonna last you at least 30 minutes. Versus that shot I take in 1 second
in a set
and have to eat another one.
Yeah. And then you're like, let me get another one.
And $211 later.
Yeah, you fucked up. Absolutely.
Girl, so what have you been doing this week? Listen, so I've been watching For My Man. I went on a For My Man marathon.
Bitch!
I did it.
Bitch! Oh my God.
I watched it on YouTube.
Oh
I did.
my God.
I did. It was For
my man.
Actually, my old coworker put me on For My Man, and I was like, "What is that?" And she was like, "Because the way she said it, she was like, you ever watch that Black Snapped?" And I'm like,
But they started on season 4. They have more Caucasian.
They have interracial relationships, but
Yes.
I'm gonna. Is it TV1 that For My Man
Yes,
comes on?
yes.
I'm actually gonna tweet them after we're done because I have an
Yes.
issue with their interracial relationships, only because. I watched a lot of For My Man. Like, it might have been Friday. I think Friday you tweeted it.
Yes,
So
yes.
I watched the smooth 5 hours on YouTube.
Yes,
and
I did too. I was doing it too.
When it's a black couple, it starts off like Shaniqua was from Compton.
No, it's like her parents lived. They lived together.
They killed them. No, they be overdoing the white girls like that.
No, but it's the boys that they're like he was troubled.
No,
he was from a bad neighborhood.
No, I feel like they try that with the black girls, but they really paint the white girls like these suburban queens. Like Sarah was from Compton. Sarah was from Los Angeles. Her mom was a homemaker. Her dad was a coach of a high school football team. You know, Sarah was just a really nice girl in high school. You know, she got straight A's. She did her homework. She was great.
Yeah, she was a homecoming queen.
And then she met Rico. You know, Rico was from the wrong side of the track. And then, this is the thing, too, about For My Man I can't really mess with. The actors that be on the show, they be having everybody cute.
Girl, and then they showing their picture. It's like, didn't they look like that?
No, they show the picture. They be like,
they don't look alike.
How you?
Only one actor looked. It was a chick with bangs. I forget. I think it was in season 3. But it was a chick with bangs, and she matched the
That's
person.
one. But them actors versus the real people, it be like,
y'all gotta do better.
Y'all need to pick better actors, because y'all be really making them fine as hell, and everybody be attractive. And Sarah and Lou, like, I remember, like, it was one redhead girl I watched, and she was just this cute little white girl, and then they showed like the mugshot of like the real girl, and it was just like, oh, she looked like she'll kill. That girl in the video, in the clips, didn't look like a killer. Yeah. So I did. Yes. Listen, let me tell y'all.
For My Man it's an excellent show.
It's the Black Snapped.
I mean, it's just mind blowing to me how these people
influence
just get so easily influenced.
But
So this one episode, I mean, I watched it twice because I just really couldn't believe that these girls, this dude was like robbing banks.
I can't.
And so he was like, so he had one girl in one city and he had another girl here in Houston. And I get so hyped up.
I do like to see
when it's local.
Yeah, I like Houston, and then because I'm from Florida, I like when it be like Tampa, Orlando. I
like, oh, I know that place.
And I do Google people later sometimes when it's like a familiar city.
And so I'm just like, damn, this nigga had a girl all the way in Houston, and he like nobody asked this dude no questions. You come out the bank with 14 grand. You're 20 years old. What do you do?
Were the girls bankers?
No.
Oh.
They were just his rides.
Oh.
He ain't had no car.
Did the girls get time?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, the one that lived in Houston didn't get time because she had no idea. The one that was from the place where he was from, she got time because he told her.
Listen, it was one episode where the guy was cheating on his girlfriend. He was living with the girl. And she had like kids and stuff, and she was like a waitress or something. So he was cheating. He had brought some other chicks to the house to cheat. Well, the girlfriend comes home early, so he hides the chick in the basement. But the chick didn't know that he had a spouse, a significant other. So she's in the basement yelling like, "Nah, let me go. I want to go home. F this shit. Blah blah blah." He strangles her, trying to keep her quiet, so the main chick wouldn't figure out that they in the basement half naked. So he kills her. So she dead in the basement. Mind you, the girl gets up, gets dressed, go to her job at Chili's, minding her business. No, or like Red Robin, like one of them, Applebee's, something like that. She gets a text, and he was like, "I need you more than ever right now. Do you love me?" She's like, "Of course I love you." "No, I need to know that you really, really love me." And I'm like, "No, bitch, she about to get you caught up." And she was like, "I do love you." And he was like, "Well, you need to come home immediately and bring a pickup truck." So this bitch borrows a pickup truck, come home. He takes her down to the basement. It's like, listen, do you love me? And she's like, "Yeah, I love you. We together forever." Woo! Girl, she go down there, a whole dead lady in her basement. Child, they had to...
and it's just so... It baffles me.
But listen, the thing about her was she ends up like getting like only 6 years because she ends up... She said she was scared.
Yeah, she didn't know what to do.
But then the shady part was after she sees the dead body, like me, the second, because they went to like a bar to have some drinks. I'm like, bitches are stressed. They need a cocktail. Bitches are stressed right now. They need to have some drinks because they need to figure out what they're about to do with this body. So they go down to the Chili's and get some margaritas, and they're like, "I don't know what we about to do." And then his like a friend of a friend comes up, and then he tells a friend, "Oh, I need your help. I need you to help me move some packages. I'll pay you." So the friend like, "Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, well, right now?" And they're like, "Yeah, come right now." They bring his ass down to the basement, so now he got to help with the body. So he got 2 years, she got 6, and then he got life, of course.
My thing is like, y'all's first resort. Y'all don't think about just leaving the person alone. Well, y'all don't think about just like...
But in that basement case, what I would have did though, I would have probably called the police at like the bar, because the thing is that is true. Like if they went into a public space.
Yeah.
So at that point, I feel like she could have called the police.
Yeah.
So that's what I didn't understand.
And that's another thing. Like you see this person committing a crime. Like you see this person murdering somebody.
But a lot of people be scared they're going to get murdered.
And I've never been in that position, and
Praise
I pray,
God.
and I
listen. Hello, y'all. Listen. You listen to this podcast. You holler at me. You kill somebody. Don't tell me about it.
Please don't tell me, because I'm telling.
I'm telling.
Because I ain't got no time for no penitentiary.
Wait, I don't like the girls either that be so engulfed in the niggas that they like be killing for them. It's just like,
because the last one that I watched was last night. This girl killed the bitch because she was flirting. Mind you, this bitch was a druggie. The boyfriend sold drugs. Okay? The boyfriend sold drugs. Mm-hmm. The girl that was flirting with the dude was a person he sold drugs to. Mm-hmm. The girlfriend got mad, whooped her ass, ended up killing her.
I watched one similar to that. It was the dude was a pimp and the girlfriend killed the
or maybe it was the pimp
under the bridge. Cause this girl died under a bridge. This bitch was scared. She jumped. So she was about to take off. She broke her foot and she couldn't run. So they ended up stabbing her up under the bridge.
It was. Okay, I'm tripping. Yeah. I just said the whole story wrong.
Yeah, no. But I'm telling you, like, now that I'm like older, like back in the day.
Like, imagine.
No, but back in the day, like when people used to, because I've had brawls over boys before. I'm not,
you're not beneath that.
Yeah. So, but now, like, because I've gotten older and maybe because I watch the news more, I'm like less likely to fight you over dude. And like my last boyfriend, his baby mama called me she texted me one Saturday. I'm minding my business, probably watching some reruns on my sofa. And I get a text. No, for real. I remember because, you know what it be? It be the fact that somebody has the audacity to interrupt your fucking day and I didn't give you my number. Like, I really...
You have to search for it.
That grinds my gears more than what you calling me about. I didn't give you my goddamn number. So why are you calling my phone? So she sends a text. And like, we go back and forth. But eventually she says she'll do anything for that man. And I was like, oh, word? You can have him, sis. That was it for me. Big deal. And the word anything was too much because anything's too broad. Anything like
you gonna
shoot me? Anything like throw acid on me? Anything like cut the brakes in my car? So I'm trying to stop at the stop sign and next thing I know I'm rolling through.
You still rolling?
Yeah, I'm still rolling. Bitch just want to go. I just wanted to break. No, when she said anything, that was the end of it for me and him. I was just like, you know what? It sounds like you and your baby mama still messing around. And it kind of sounds like she's literally ready to cross the line for your love, for her man. I don't have that same energy.
For my man.
Yeah, for her man. I don't have that same energy, so good luck. Y'all can have each other because that word anything is too broad for bitches like me. Anything like throw a brick through my window. Where's your anything?
Where is your boundary?
I need to know the high and low. Because like my anything is like cuss you out, maybe fight you, maybe. And we on a strong maybe because I'm grown now. So yeah, but is your maybe like call my phone and shoot me at point blank range? What's your scale on anything? I just let me know your scale and I'll let you know where I stand.
Bitch, I'm gonna tell you something. That show, that is what's cool in the city because I'm gonna tell you for my man because that to me has really opened my eyes. Like, one, I will never fight over a dude.
It's not
ever.
Now, especially when you grown. Now, I understand when you like 18 and 19.
When you're younger,
you shouldn't.
You shouldn't, period.
At all. But I get period. But I get it when you like 18, 19. I remember I even give you mid-20s because I don't box over
and all that shit.
Yeah. But when you hit like a certain age, when you start, and honestly, they it's not back in the day. Like, I feel like back in the day I heard of a lot of fights and nobody went to jail. They will take you behind the jail for assault and battery, no problem. Quick. I'm a person who went to jail for assault and battery, and it was just, and I was like, a fight? Like, I was hella confused because I had seen so many fights around campus, and I was confused as hell when it was just like, oh wait, y'all go to jail for this?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah. So this show has really triggered something within me because I am just like, whoa, toxic masculinity, don't want it. Any type of manipulation, don't want it. And now it's just like, wow, I'm so grateful that I did not fall for any type of scheme because I'm a nice person. Okay, like I am a really nice person, and when I love somebody, I love really hard.
Like, let me borrow your car. Next thing you know, your car they got a whole dead body in your car, and you just thought you was going to Kroger's.
I'm just trying to go to Kroger's. I accidentally ran a red light. I thought I could make it, and
then the police mess around and hit your trunk and pop open, and they're limbs.
Boom,
limbs. All because you love for your man.
For my man.
For your man.
I'm telling you, ladies. Please watch the show For My Man. If you do not have cable, it is on YouTube.
It is on YouTube. I watched a shitload of episodes on YouTube.
I have been binge watching that shit on YouTube. Every time I cook a meal, I am cooking and watching this, and I'm just in like awe.
Meet Shakana from Atlanta, Georgia. No, Shekinah was really cool. She was a sweet girl.
She was a sweet girl. She was so personable. She was lovable. I mean, the descriptions of these.
She graduated college and she still didn't know what she wanted to do.
And then like it was like the first couple of episodes that I watched, they were all like the girls got pregnant in high school and the boys didn't want the girls to be pregnant, and they ended up in ditches. Like, it was just wild shit.
Let me tell y'all how dumb y'all sound when y'all be killing people behind a pregnancy. Why don't you just abandon your baby like the rest of the niggas in America? Y'all really be out here like killing people. And it's just like, you know,
like, you don't have to do that.
You know you can just ignore her.
You know you can just switch your phone, right?
Granted, you should not ignore the mother of your children.
And you shouldn't even have knocked up.
But since we're here now, you know you could just ignore her and not kill her.
There's ways to go.
You know, you can act like you don't know that baby.
But anyways, yes, that's what's cool in the city, you guys. I think as women, like, is as much as we like to say that'll never happen to me, that ain't gonna happen to me. Listen, watching this show has made me so grateful that hasn't happened to me.
And two, you gotta remember, like, when you put your paws on people and you fighting and stuff, freak accidents happen.
Yes.
And some of them episodes be like freak accidents where like two girls was fighting and then like one girl messed around and just like tried to hit her in the head with a bottle. And not that you should not hit people in the head with a bottle, but you're not thinking a Heineken bottle is finna like be
that blow.
Yeah, you know that was gonna be that blow. So be careful and listen, the word.
And also another thing that I learned: do not fall in love with niggas that you met online and then they tell you they just got out of prison 2 months ago.
Girl,
a lot of these
all
issues,
the stories do be like he served 4 years. You be like, huh?
He confessed to her his dirty secrets.
And because they can do stuff around the house and they cook and they fixing stuff and y'all having good sex,
girls,
that is
don't
a trap. Fooled. That is a trap.
Don't be fooled by that good dick and they washing dishes.
Right. Just because they know how to change your AC unit or something. That don't mean nothing. Nothing. You can hire people. Y'all gonna learn one day. Y'all can hire people to do the same shit.
Cause a nigga was this lady. So the very first episode that got me hooked. This lady had 2 kids. She married one person. She married the kid's father. They got divorced. She married somebody else. They got divorced. So some like dating site came on the television. One of the kids suggested that she get on there, right? And
Christian mingle, no ma'am.
So she ended up creating a profile on this dating site, and she met a guy, and the guy, they said like a week later they met up at her house.
First mistake.
And then he ended up confessing that he'd been in jail for 25 years.
Nope.
For like aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
And she moved him right in, didn't she?
And moved him right the fuck in.
See.
2 months later, bitch. 2 months later, he proposes to her. Guess what she said?
She said, yeah.
She said, yes.
Of course.
I will.
Y'all, people be lonely as hell. Y'all gotta stop being so lonely.
Girl. And then the daughter was like, as soon as she married him, that's when everything. And then the nigga had the nerve to say he was a model.
So how long did she serve? What they did? Who they killed?
So he ended up robbing Paychex. Those like PLSs.
Oh, okay. He ended up check cashing places.
Check cashing places. So he ended up robbing a check cashing place. So they were like scoping. So they were running out of money because he couldn't get a job because he's a felon. And so he told her he had a plan and they were gonna rob a check cashing place. And so she went along with it. And he had staked out this one particular check cashing place, and he found out where the manager of the check cashing place lived. Went to the manager's house.
Why? He ain't got the money at the house?
He was going to hem the manager up to go to the check cashing place to get the money out. But this is the thing, like, people don't fucking keep money. Like, people take the money. Like,
The people pick it up. They drop the money too.
Yeah, they drop
and a lot
money.
of the managers, when you be dropped at a lot of them places, people drop money. It's like one person that can actually get the money back out.
So, so the lady, so they went to this person's house and hemmed up so the mom lived with the daughter. So they hemmed up both of the daughter and the mom, and they took the girl. He told the woman the girlfriend to go to the check cashing place and get the money, and he was gonna stay at the house and hold the gun to the daughter. So the lady took the mom over to the check cashing place, and the dude ended up killing the daughter.
By accident?
He ended up strangling her. Just because they said that he just had, like, he
was crazy.
He was in jail 25 years.
Yeah,
and
crazy.
he just got out 2 months ago.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's crazy.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
So, so they went to the check cashing place. You know, they got security. They got top flight security at the shit.
Got him.
So the security noticed that there was too many people. Apparently, you can only have one person by the safe. So they had sensors by the safe. So they noticed the sensors detected there were two.
And he knew that was gonna go off.
And so the girlfriend ended up shooting the mom, but she didn't kill her. She shot her and took off. So
Meanwhile,
I'm sorry, I'm lying. She strangled her.
Oh, so she died too.
He strangled her. The girlfriend took off, went to go pick up the dude, and then they took off and they went on a high speed chase down the they went
freeway
to another city, whatever. The woman ended up surviving. Ended up telling the police how everything unfolded. They ended up, mind you, these dumbass niggas.
They always dumb.
I don't understand. If you gonna get $15,000, why are you going to buy luxury items? The nigga bought a brand new Mercedes, or he bought Mercedes. He bought a Mercedes. They bought all types of like they say he bought like fur coats for him and her and shit like that. But living in a motel.
So they found them.
They ended up finding them. The woman shot herself when the feds knocked on the door. She shot herself, and he ended up going back to prison.
But this is the thing too about, and not even just like, I guess for my man, but like on regular like news clips I be seeing, this is why y'all be so stupid and why people need to stop this shit. People be having these plans to like steal people's money, and it's always some shit that go left in every story, and it's always somebody going to jail like, I didn't know, we weren't really supposed to kill him, so can y'all just cut that shit out? Like, it was a girl with her taxes, two girls worked there. This really happened. I think this might have been in Texas if I'm not mistaken. I seen it online, but it was tax season. One co-worker knew this girl's finna get like $8,000-$9,000. She told the girl how much money she was getting because she thought they were cool. The girl tells her boyfriend or her boyfriend best friend, because she's like, we're gonna rob her. The girl has like $2,000 cash on her. The co-worker finds out. The co-worker calls the boyfriend and the best friend. The best friend goes to like snatch her money. The girl doesn't give up her bag. He shoots her. That girl dies in the parking lot, like fighting for her money. So he shoots her, like, nigga, just run off. He shot her, killed her. Well, and
didn't take the money?
End up dying. They took the money. End up dying. The girl ended up dying. She didn't die like off rip. She ended up dying. Now all three of y'all gotta go to jail. Y'all did all this shit for $2,000, and then the girl, the co-worker's in jail. Like, well, I didn't know he was gonna kill her, and it's just like, nah, but you still going to jail, boo.
But it's just like,
stop
common sense.
Stop setting people. It be girls on that too when they be setting guys up and stuff. And then I don't trust nobody.
No, ma'am.
Listen.
Okay, let's move on. Because Lord Jesus.
Trust. Listen, be very mindful, because a lot of them for my man stories too be like, yo, homegirl know you got money, so she telling her boyfriend to rob you, and he mess around and kill you. It's just the weirdest thing. So be mindful when I, like, for real, when I be having friends and like they boyfriends or somebody shady, I back away. I don't play that shit. Especially grown now. Now that I know.
Yeah.
No. But that's it. I watch For My Man, y'all. On
YouTube. It's really good.
For my man.
It's for my man. I love my man.
I watched that, and then I randomly ended up watching disco documentaries all weekend as well. So it's been a good time.
I've been watching Princess Diana documentaries. Princess Diana documentaries. So I watched that and Princess Grace of Monaco.
Now my disco documentaries were a really good time. I really want Kelly to play Donna Summer in her biopic.
I see you posted that.
I do feel like that's going to be Kelly Rowland's Ray. Kelly Rowland's What's Love Got to Do with It.
Okay.
I do feel that that's going to be it.
Jennifer
Hudson moment from Dreamgirls, yes. Okay. Because Kelly Rowland low key looks like she could be related to like their body and their color and just the complexion hair, and the hair and everything. She's just a perfect fit. And originally when I was watching the documentaries, I'm like, well, Donna Summer really didn't go through shit. So I mean, you need a good story if you're gonna have a biopic. But come to find out, Donna Summer had shit going on. I was like, oh, okay. So she has like a real story. Like, well, I guess everyone has a real story. But like she ended up in New York because, well, apparently she was like into like church and all that.
Yeah.
There was a murder. She witnessed the murder. She was the only witness. So they wanted her to testify. She didn't want to testify. She bucks to New York because she was getting threatened, I guess, by the people whoever committed the murder. Like, you better keep your mouth closed. So she bucks her ass to New York. So I thought Donna Summer was like sex pot queen and she knew she was. I thought she was just out here like, I'm a bad bitch. Apparently Donna Summer really didn't want to be the sex pot she was. So like that, her first song was kind of like an accident and she really didn't feel comfortable with all the moans. Like, I love to love you, baby.
She had to fake orgasm.
All that. She really was uncomfortable with being a sex pot and tried to commit suicide. Like after a few of the songs got released, and like when she was at the height of it, she was about to jump out a window of her hotel. She only didn't jump because the not maintenance, the housekeeping came in and was like, "What are you doing?" And it snapped her like back out of it. And then she said that she felt like God saved her life, and then she continued to do disco. But then like right when she quit disco, she started doing like kind of like gospel music. So it was like crazy because in my mind, I thought this whole time, like, Google Donna Summer's pictures. Donna Summers is bad. She's beautiful. Her clothes are popping. She's perfect. And to know that she didn't want to like be the sex pot is like appalling. Like, wait, you didn't want to be the sex pot?
But that shit's real. Like, there's some people they didn't want that.
She wore well though. So yeah. Donna Summer, shout out to you, girl. Like, the 70s was a good time, yo. People was just over y'all shit. They were over how y'all treated women. They were over how y'all treated the gays. They were over how y'all treated black people. The 60s, them niggas was fighting civil rights and women's rights and gay rights. Stonewall rioting, yeah. Vietnam had in the 60s, well, mid 70s. Stonewall riots happened. They had to go like fight the police so the gays could party, and then boom, disco. Everybody just free. Let's dance. Let's dance. And just the fact of how like back in the day, like the radio was like the only way you can make it to Billboard. And what happened was discos ended up popping. Yeah. So because people were going to discos and hearing the music, they were buying these records. So a lot of these disco artists was making it to Billboard and hadn't even been played on the radio. Then finally they said, at the time Billboard had a magazine. Billboard was like, how is this song number one? No, it was just crazy. Just like, how is this song number one and it's not being played on the radio? Then they started playing disco on the radio. So shout out to disco. It was a good time. Studio 54, you're next, because I seen a bunch of documentaries online, but I ain't really had time.
The Studio 54 is Steve Rubel, and I forget his business partner's name, but they actually have a really great story.
I've seen their story a few times, but yeah, I'm interested in watching it. So that's it. That's all I did. Kelly Rowland, girl, get your Oscar and your Emmy or whatever for the Love to Love You Baby, the Donna Summer story. That's probably Love to Love You Baby. The Love to Love You Baby.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
I'm here. That's that. But Adrianna tried to like shame me on IG. So
look, no. Let me set it up. So guys, check this out. So I'm casually scrolling through Instagram. I look on my Explore page. I'm like, hey, look at all these cool pictures, right? And then I see a couple of pictures of Janet Jackson. I'm like, oh, okay. Let me click on these hashtags. Click on the Janet Jackson hashtag. I see a cute picture of Janet Jackson. I said, you know, I haven't really even been on Janet Jackson's page. Let me go check that out. See what that's like. Okay, cool. Click on it. So I mean, you know, mind you, I know Natoya Ebony is a Janet Jackson fan. So I was prepared to see her
probably liking them.
The likes. And I was prepared to see her maybe in a couple of comments.
Like 2 or 3.
Like, the first one. I knew I was going to see you in a comment. I knew it. So it wasn't like anything like, I know I'm going to see that girl somewhere in here. So check this out. So I see the first picture. I'm like, oh, Ebony text. She posted. Okay, I see her. Pick 2. She posted again. Okay, cool. Pick 3. She posted again. I said, let me scroll down to pick 45. Let me go to July. Early July.
July 1st?
July 1st. I see Ebony again.
Oh, shit!
I see Essence Festival. I see, did you crimp that ponytail? And this is when I noticed, I said, whoa, she's really commenting on here. No. She put, are you crimping that ponytail or did it come like that?
That's a real question because her hair be crimped. So I'm trying to figure out, is she crimping it every show?
At that particular question, I said, let me go back and look at these comments. Like, because I see her name. I see the name, but I see the comments, but I'm not really paying attention. So I go back, and then there was one of Janet talking on the phone. She had the phone to her ear, and she was looking through like some bushes or something. And this shit really took me out. I hollered. She said, who are you talking to?
Listen.
And then I started noticing she was just like standing in front of some bushes with like a green outfit on. And then she said, yes, bitch. Yes, queen. Blend in with the bushes.
She had on an army fatigue outfit.
And then after that, Janet had posted another picture. You like, yes, queen. Yes, army queen.
She was in fatigue. So listen.
Bitch, when I tell you, Ebony is under she's on Janet's neck, boy.
Listen, so when Janet posts, this is the thing about like my fandom for like anybody. Like, I don't take myself seriously because I know I'm being outrageous, right? Like, I know I'm being extra. I'm not going to argue Janet facts with nobody. I'm not going to stand
like, go to Janet Jackson's page right now.
I just be having questions. So, like, the thing about my comments, they have nothing to do with the picture.
They have absolutely nothing.
But they have everything to do with the picture. Like, I just be curious on how many bobby pins she used because her ponytail stays in place.
Bitch. No, she said, how many bobby pins do y'all put in that ponytail? Because that ponytail stays.
That's a real question. Have you seen? Listen, go to Janet be flipping the hell out that ponytail. How many bobby pins is being used? Like, how many bobby pins you use? I do. Whoever runs Janet's page, they're definitely gonna block me one day.
I was crying when I realized that you're on Janet Jackson's page. And then you're just asking random questions. Did you crimp that ponytail or did it come like that?
I'm still waiting for a response, Janet. Do you crimp your ponytail or does it come already crimped?
Wow.
I have questions. So
who are you talking to?
So Janet,
no, she didn't say who you talking to. She said who you on the phone with.
I think Janet's mentions doing the most for no reason. Oh, and then like a couple of weeks ago was 25 years Poetic Justice. I was like up and through the comments quoting the movie. Literally like. She's
on LaToya Jackson. I'm on LaToya Jackson's page right now. She's on LaToya Jackson's page.
I be on LaToya Jackson page as well. Well, I actually.
Happy National Girlfriend's Day, guys.
Listen, this is the thing about LaToya and Janet, right? I comment on Janet's page knowing Janet's never going to respond. But the thing about LaToya is she actually has time. So LaToya actually likes my comments. She liked that comment. And that shit takes me out. So So yeah, I be in Latoya's
Wow.
page all the time, just saying random things to Latoya as well.
Well, go ahead and love your best life then.
Yeah, I tell her to live her best life pretty often. I compliment her martinis, just anything. I put icon under her picture,
Yes,
just randomly.
She does. Y'all, Annie Jackson, Latoya.
Particularly, and my love. I told y'all know about my love for Latoya Jackson. So
one icon plus one icon equals iconic.
And that she is. Latoya Jackson's an icon.
Hi guys.
My bitch just want finger bowls and lunch, and you better respect her accordingly.
Oh my God.
I stand.
Girl, that was funny. That was probably like the highlight of my week.
Well, she sent me a text, and I wake up because she sent me a text at midnight. I was asleep.
That literally was the highlight of my week. Seeing you post under Janet Jackson's pictures.
All of them.
Just like what?
Listen, Janet,
what are you doing?
I stand for you, girl.
What are you doing?
But anyway, so this week, my Women Crush Wednesday is Stella. From How Stella Got Her Groove Back, played by Queen Angela Bassett. What's that? What did I do? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Pause. So, Janet posted a picture of her and Randy in like matching outfits. So, what I put...
You and Randy look like y'all are about that life.
Yeah, her and Randy did look like they were about that life. I do be in her mentions a lot.
Oh, my God. This shit is so funny, y'all. This shit is so funny. Yes, bitch. A stan. A legend. Still out here giving these young hoes a run for their money.
What picture is that? Why do I do this? Yes, bitch. Why am I like this?
It's a scene of a poetic justice.
I'm a black woman. I deserve respect.
Bitch. A scene. I'm a black woman. I do. Bitch. Oh my God. It's a picture of Tupac and Janet Jackson. She put, "Let's talk about these street pharmacists that you used
That's from
to
the
date."
movie. That's from the movie.
And then you posted again.
No, it's actually like 4 or 5 on
you
that
gotta
one,
eat to live. Why are you so skinny?
I did during the poetic justice post. I did quote the
my
movie. To her.
Jesus.
I just want to turn my time.
I'm sorry. Back to Woman Crush Wednesday.
But Janet, I stand queen. But my Woman Crush Wednesday is Stella from How Stella Got Her Groove Back.
Hey.
It's played by Angela Bassett. It has Regina King in it. There's Whoopi Goldberg in it. And the reason Stella, it was actually a book written by Terry McMillan. They turned it into a movie, of course. Kind of what they did for Winnie to Excel. And the reason Stella is my Woman Crush Wednesday is because Stella is the reason why y'all aunties and y'all meemaws go on vacation looking for some vacation dick. And I stand a legend who has people literally thinking if they go to these islands that they can get broke off by, a Jamaican or whomever, or Puerto Rican or wherever island they're at. Stella really is just like super at work, never really does nothing, doesn't have a love life. So her friend Whoopi Goldberg tells her they should go down to Jamaica. She goes to Jamaica, she meets Tay Diggs, they do it. She don't know what she's having like the best sex of her life. She had to go back home. Her life's messed up because she was getting good peen down in Jamaica, and then she moves her penis to I think they were in LA with her because supposedly they fell in love. And that's the fairy tale everybody likes to think of, how Stella got her groove back. So now when people's grandma goes to the Tom Joyner cruise, they go in hopes of finding somebody who can help them get their groove back like Stella. Now here's the problem with how Stella got her groove back. Even though I do thoroughly enjoy y'all grandmas going to the Tom Joyner cruise to get dick down, the issue is that it's actually from Terry McMillan's real life. And if anybody followed Terry McMillan, you'll know that she met this guy, she got married, they were together for about 7 or 8 years, and he comes out and says he's gay. And it played out on Oprah. So, yeah. You remember that? It was a tough time.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, so I don't know. I tried to find the clips on YouTube, but, they don't have, Oprah has everything on lock when it comes to her television show. But, like, the first time they were on Oprah, basically Terry McMillan was not here for that nigga, was not here for the deceit, was not here for the issues. Like, you could just tell Terry was pissed. And then they end up going on Oprah's show again during like the 25th year. And by that time, Terry McMillan had kind of let go of all of her, and they had became not like besties, but they were cool. And she said like she understood. Well, not necessarily understood why he cheated on her, but she appreciated his honesty, because apparently like 2 years before the marriage ended is when he decided that he was a homosexual, and it got really ugly. If you ever need to Google it, Google Terry McMillan real life story about how Stella got her groove back, and it's a mess, like a mess. But the movie is literally why your meemaws go on these vacations hoping to get dick down. So Stella is a legend for bringing hope and sex and casual sex into your auntie's life when she goes on vacation on the Sinbad cruise or the Tom Joyner cruise, or, you know, when I go down to Miami. Stella's the queen of casual sex. It was a good time. She did, until you realize that Terry McMillan, that was a real story and that nigga was gay. But Google Terry McMillan on Oprah with her boyfriend. Them clips. It's a time. It is a time.
That was a time to be alive.
That was. Oprah, let me tell you something, Oprah, while I'm on it. I just really don't understand why you don't play reruns of your show. Is there a VHS I can get? Is there some DVDs?
Yeah,
like,
you can.
No.
Harpo Productions online.
.com. How much it cost?
$15.99.
$15.99. I think I have an Oprah one. But I don't think it's all her seasons on that.
I don't know.
Yeah, because Oprah got 25 seasons. You know, they did like 100 shows per season with talk shows. So, I don't know. But Stella, girl, go down to Jamaica, get dick down. Thank you for the inspiration.
Yes.
You know.
I'm trying to get my groove back.
Come on, casual sex.
No.
While you're on vacation. Well, on vacation. That's what she taught them.
That's how you catch STDs, and then you wake up and you're like fucking pregnant, and then you're like, what the fuck?
Well, that's not how Stella's movie was. But... And actually, now that I think about it, she ended up in a relationship with her guy, and in the real life story, he was gay. So maybe Stella wasn't a good woman crush Wednesday.
Okay.
But
let's
she is the reason why your Mima be on the Tom Joyner cruise ready to...
They want to get their groove back.
Right.
And they wearing all white.
Right.
Frankie Beverly concert.
Right. That's exactly it.
Why do old women wear all white to the Frankie Beverly concert?
Well, I think that's like protocol. Is it not always an all white party when they have him? And I have a question. How many albums do Frankie Beverly and Maze have? And I never said that name right. Isn't it Frankie Beverly featuring Maze, or is it Maze featuring Frankie Beverly? And why aren't y'all
Frankie Beverly
and why aren't y'all a group?
Who's the lead? Frankie Beverly?
Frankie Beverly. I think Maze.
Or is it Maze?
Frankie Beverly.
Who is Maze?
Maze might be the people in the back. The band. Frankie Beverly is the bright skin one.
Right. I know who Frankie Beverly is.
Okay, so is it Frankie?
He's always dancing.
But why aren't they Frankie Beverly and Maze? They always together.
Hopefully Twitter, Instagram, somebody can answer this question.
And how many albums? Y'all really been touring off them same songs for that. Listen, let me tell y'all how if you have a hit, bitch, you got a hit. Because they stay traveling.
You
make me happy.
Books. Bitch.
We are one.
Sold out. And what is that like a I really want to know, is that a prerequisite for a Frankie Beverly and Maze? Forgive me for pronouncing the band name wrong.
Y'all know who we talk about. They don't even know their name.
Is that a prerequisite to wear white?
I mean, because they do. I feel like they do a lot of like summer tours. Like I feel, where is Frankie Beverly and Maze during the winter? Like I really do feel like
they're chilling at their palatial castle.
I feel like they're
probably in Connecticut.
I feel like their peak time is like the first day of summer, and then like Labor Day is gonna be like the last time we see them niggas until like next summer.
Right.
Cause that people really do, and then it always be them B-malls with them like with them white wedges on, but like it's like the wedges is white, but like the core wedge part is like that wine material, that wine cork, the cork material. It's all them bitches be out.
Woo!
Listen, and back in the day, low key, I heard Toni Braxton went on tour. Frankie Beverly and Maze was dating Frankie.
I would have been mad at her.
You know, I'm not.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I'm not.
Because that nigga got money.
He got to. When you tour off the same album, and how many albums do Frankie Beverly and Maze have? And is all them songs they sing on one album? Or you know, I need to do my Frankie and Beverly Maze.
Research.
Maze, whatever. I need to do my research.
Just Frank and Beverly.
Frank Beverly, whatever.
Frank Beverly.
Frank Maze. And why Maze don't have separate names?
And who is Maze?
Who is Maze? Do you know? Did you grow up with Maze, Frankie?
Yeah. Does Maze have, like, did Maze ever go solo? Like,
yeah, Maze. Yeah, because I feel like Frankie.
Is it just Frankie Beverly?
Frankie, I think you got on your Diana Ross on Maze, because that Maze featuring Frankie Beverly, were you a part of Maze? Was Maze the group name, and then Frankie,
like, how would that even happen?
Because Frankie was being shady. They probably was called Maze originally, then Frankie was like, nah, but I sing all these songs. So he pulled a Motown on them.
Because he probably said, I am, you make me happy.
Listen, I got questions. I'm going to play y'all tonight. But anyway, so friends, grab that nigga that does not claim you.
Bitch, that took me out.
Grab that nigga that you can't say boyfriend in front of his face. Grab that nigga that you still introduce as your friend, even though y'all been sleeping together for 3 years. And join us. Because today,
we're going to talk about
situationships.
Amen.
Recovering from situationships. So I did a little definition hunting because I feel like
let's get a definition of it.
Situations.
What the fuck is that?
Well,
I know what it is.
So
been in it.
I live in them. We can jump into that.
I love a good situation.
I love a good situationship, apparently. So, Urban Dictionary told me that situationships is a relationship that has no label on it. Like a friendship, but more than a friendship, but not quite a relationship. So there you have it, folks. So,
woo!
Have you been in this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What was your longest situationship?
Okay. So, the last guy I was in a situationship, it lasted 2 years.
Well, niggas can take your time up.
He took my time up. And that's because when we first hooked up, like, when I say hooked up, when we first had sex, I didn't think anything of it. I was drunk and I was just like, it's sex, whatever. But he started pursuing me. He was like pursuing, and I kept like brushing him off. I'm like, no. It happened. It was just one of those things. It happened, whatever. But he kept pursuing me. And so one night, I was just like, okay. I asked him, I said, so I asked him verbatim, what do you want from this? What do you want of this? He said, I'm open to whatever happens.
So you was like, cool. Because that's hope. That was hope. That's hope.
But it wasn't like I wanted him to be my boyfriend because I was fucking with another nigga.
Come on, community vagina. Come on, vagina.
I was community vagina right at that point. But so my thought was, okay, I hope he doesn't like me a lot.
It always started like that in the switch.
Like, I hope he doesn't like me a lot because I don't I'm still fucking with somebody else. So we started fucking around every week. It was cool, whatever. And then this nigga, like, I remember one time we were having sex and he slipped up and he said, I love you.
Girl, you're in the middle of sex. That don't count.
I said, I didn't repeat it. I didn't repeat it back. And then the next day he was just like, so you're not gonna tell me you love me back?
I hate niggas so much.
So I was like, am I supposed to? Like, what? No. So it got kind of weird. And then when I tell you this nigga was on my neck, he was on my neck. So I was just like, okay, well, look, we didn't discuss things. And I think that was probably the big problem was I was just kind of doing my thing and I didn't set boundaries. And that was the problem. I didn't set boundaries. And it got really messy after the fact. And so I remember I had went on a trip with my best friend, her husband, and his family. And I told him, I was just like, yo, I'm going to the river. He asked me what I was doing on a particular weekend. And I told him, I was like, oh, I'm going up to the river. And he was like, well, who? And I was like, oh, with my best friend and her husband and his family. He was just like, oh, you're meeting your best friend at the river with some niggas. I said, first of all, my best friend is half white Hispanic. Mm-hmm. We don't do niggas like no, we don't do that. Secondly, we're going to the river. Niggas ain't gonna be out of the river. Like, and he was just like, oh, so you meeting white people out there? So you have some guy out there? And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Niggas snapped on me. But in my mind, I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, we just fucking, like, it's cool. Man, I got out there to the river, and my phone service literally cut off.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Cut off. Niggas stopped talking. Like, I couldn't talk on the phone, nothing. Mm-hmm. And then when I got back in town, nigga just flipped the switch on me. And again, I still didn't. I did tell him I got really pissed off because I'm just like, yo, you can't get mad at me for living my life, and we have never discussed what this is. You can't get mad at me. You cannot get mad at me. I understand you and your feelings. I understand that you like me, but you don't want to like me. I get that. But if you are not brave enough to tell me how you feel, nigga, fuck you. Fuck you. So we got past all that. It was all good. And then it's just like, I think at that point, I should have established some boundaries. But I didn't.
I mean, boundaries are important because I've been in more situationships than relationships, and they've been very long. And I guess for me, as vocal as I am about a lot of stuff, and as much as I can give,
you got a lot of shit slide.
I do. In relationships with guys, I've always let a lot of stuff kind of just go like under the radar. And I mean, and granted, some situationships I wanted to be in because I really didn't want nothing either. I kind of was just in it because I was bored at the house, and this guy was a good time, so I didn't mind those situationships. And actually, if it's like that for me, I'm still friends with the guys now. But it was one person in particular, I wanted to be his girlfriend. But, you know, you sleep with somebody, y'all kicking it, and then now you're afraid to say what you want. And then it's like you start kind of settling because he acts like your boyfriend. But then when some shit go left, he reminds you that you're not his girlfriend. Yeah. But then you're so far in it, you can't just be like, I want to be a girl. Well, I couldn't be like, I want to be a girlfriend. And that's like, to me, one of the most annoying things. Like, I remember me and my roommate in college, Shantar, shout out to Shantar. We were talking about the movie Love Jones, and in Love Jones, they were like, oh, we just kicking it. And that was like the thing. Oh, we kicking it. And one day we were sitting there, we was like, why do people say that shit? If you don't want to kick it with somebody, if you don't want it to be casual, don't say that. Yeah. Or don't go into relationships saying, I'm not looking for nothing. Or I'm just looking to chill. Or, I mean, we good. We chilling. We cool. And even honestly, whatever happens is a trap. Because that's still not defining.
I fell for it, baby.
You gotta be literal in what you want out of a relationship.
I super fell for it.
So it don't end up being a situationship. I'm reading this book about intention. And you really need to be intentional in every decision you make. Even if it's just you just kicking it. Because a lot of people want to be like, well, I don't care. You know, we good, and you're not. Especially if you want to go with somebody. Because for me, I wasted on and off probably a good 5 or 6 years for a sometime boyfriend. Like, sometimes he would say he was my boyfriend. Sometimes he wouldn't. We were really in this on and off situationship for years. And I'm talking about a guy who be on the phone like, I love you. I'm talking about a guy who has met my mother. I'm talking about I've met his family. But you meeting somebody and they're not like, this is my girlfriend. You just meeting his mama and y'all kicking it. And, you know, you're not in nothing. So when you go down, you're not in nothing. Like you there. Y'all kick your friends.
I think that is,
and I've been through. I would say one for sure. I was like, I want to be his girlfriend. The last situationship I went through was like 2 years when I first moved to Houston with this guy, and I didn't mind it because I knew he wasn't the one. Mm-hmm. And people thought I liked him more than I liked him, mm-hmm. but I didn't really I don't like disrespect. So all the bickering me and him did about girls was more so like, don't bring girls you mess with to the place I work when it's 1,000 other bars you can go to. So I guess that made it seem like I was super invested, but it was more of a territorial thing for me.
But did he oblige?
Yeah, but he knew he wanted to ruffle. Like sometimes niggas are ridiculous.
So the one that I was dealing with, he got rid of the bitches he was fucking with. He went so far as to, and it was, that was just so confusing to me, is he went so far as to get rid of the bitches he was fucking with from coming into this space where I worked. And it's just like, okay, well, damn, all right, well.
Yeah, everybody just honestly needs to just be very vocal about what their expectation is. Because, like I said, and I don't know, whatever works for you. Like,
just stop lying. If you want if you want to fuck, say that. But just know, live your truth. Tell your truth.
Tell your truth, but know when to tell your truth as well. Because, I know people who don't sleep. Like, for me, moving forward, for people who I really want to be in a relationship with, mm-hmm. that needs to be established before I sleep with them. Yeah. But that's me, absolutely. Though. It's certain people who can sleep with people and cut them off 5 seconds later. For those people, maybe establishing what you want after you have sex is better for you. I personally think for everybody, establish it before you have sex, because then if you have sex, you're probably going to continue to have sex. So that's a waste of time. If y'all know y'all not going to be nothing. And that's if you want it to be something. If you don't want it to be nothing, then that, do you, player? But for the people who do want to be in a relationship, don't waste your time with people. And the other half is, even if like later on you decide you want to be in a relationship after being in like a kind of friends with benefit or situationship situation, if you decide later and you tell them and then they decide that they don't want to, you need to be strong enough to leave them alone right then.
Exit.
Because if somebody tells you that's not what they want, even though they acting like, your boyfriend, that ain't what they want. Period.
Exit. Period.
Like, I've been through a situation like that, like where somebody literally, not like in a mean way, but made it clear that a relationship with me isn't, I won't be his wife, basically, is how the conversation ended. But I was still caught up in everything else that he was doing. So I stayed in the situation knowing I wanted to like be with him. And he was just like, nah, like, play, you ain't the one. Like, you cool.
But I appreciate guys like that. I appreciate guys that can say, no,
but
you not it.
But and I do appreciate it looking back. So anything from that moment on was my bad. But I guess people are so caught up believing actions speak louder than words. Let me tell y'all something. In relationships, listen to some of the words. Yeah, you need to. Them actions and the words go hand in hand.
A nigga gonna say, and it's almost like sometimes a nigga will say anything just to get you how they want to get you. And then they'll treat you. They'll do the bare minimum. Mm-hmm. And then they'll just kind of like fade into
the background, the darkness.
The bullshit that they be doing.
Yeah, you just need to honestly, at all times, know what you want, be okay with what you want, and not settle for anything less than you want. Do not compromise yourself in situations. like at all, because your ass is gonna end up in a long-term situationship. Now granted, some situationships turn into you being a baby mama and hopefully maybe turn into being their wives. No, don't think about it. Situationships low-key be turning into, oh, that's my baby daddy.
But you know what? But I mean, no girl wants that. No,
I mean, I wouldn't.
Fucking. So, and I realized that a part of my growing was getting through these relationships, because even my ex-boyfriend, not this dude that I was talking about, but my ex-boyfriend before him, it started to become like a situationship. Because we got broke up, we officially broke up, but we were still fucking around, and we never like said, okay, this is what we're doing. Like you never had a conversation about the fact that we're broken up, we just having sex. Yes, we never had that conversation. And I feel like sometimes the universe allows us to be in certain situations with people until we see it. And it wasn't until this last particular person where I realized that, yo, I really have to have boundaries with people. Because one, when I like somebody, I'm a nice person. I care too much. I love too much. And all the shit. I give people the benefit of the doubt way too fucking much. And I feel like maybe that was that particular, like that person, my feelings were hurt more with him than it was with my ex-boyfriend. Like, because I felt like, damn, my nigga, you could have just been honest. You could have been honest from jump. I wasn't even feeling you like that. Dog.
And a lot of y'all niggas honestly don't be honest because you want somebody to be loyal to you without you having to be loyal to them.
And it's like, what the fuck?
As girls and women and people, you need to peep through the shit. If somebody is not giving you exactly what they're asking from you, don't leave that nigga alone. Because that's how you get caught up in situationships too. You think y'all kicking it, but then they start slick being possessive over you. Like, oh, you going to the club? Oh, so that's what you're doing tonight?
But then you see them on their Snapchat.
In the club. Right. At the same club you was just at. Oh, that's what you wearing? Oh, that's what you doing? Oh, how late you stayed up? How late you stayed out? Blah, blah,
blah.
Who was you with? Oh, yeah, who you with?
Oh, so you with that nigga.
Or that passive aggressive, see your ass on social media, don't comment but call you.
Yes. Man, that nigga used to do that shit.
Like, people be slicking you into situationships and your ass don't even know it.
Let me tell you what this nigga did. I had posted, so this nigga got mad. I feel like he got upset because I was drunk. And I stayed at my friend's house who was a guy. Mm-hmm. Me and my friend, nothing happened. I was on the phone with him the whole fucking night until I fell asleep. And then he texted me like maybe at like 9 o'clock the next morning. And I had posted something, I think it was Thanksgiving. I had posted something on, he sent me a message and he said, fuck you. And I was just like, I sent him a Whitney Houston picture and I was like, damn, really? Like, why? And then he never responded. So I had posted a picture of me and my mom on Thanksgiving. And the next day I saw him and he was just like, yo, you look just like your mom. And I was just like, how you know I look like my mom? He was like, because I saw your picture. And I said, well, how did you see my picture? He was like, because you posted it on Instagram. And I was like, and you didn't like it? He said, no, I didn't like it.
And people do that all the time. Don't trust niggas who check you about stuff and they won't like it. And also, just honestly, just be clear about what you want and be clear about where you want your relationship to go. Now, granted, all situationships, some start really because you don't care. But the second you start to have feelings or whatever the case might be, make your feelings known. Your feelings deserve to be heard. You deserve to say how you want things to go. You are in control of your own life. But on the other side of that coin, because I know a lot of people don't say what they want in fear that the person is going to leave. If you say what you want, that nigga leave.
He ain't for you, sis.
Let him. Like you're not going. Out of all the situationships I have been in, You are not gonna change nobody's mind if they do not want to be with you, for real. Like, especially
eventually
if
they gonna leave you.
Yeah, and then don't be in a situationship and then I told your ass and you fucked around and got pregnant and then you still upset because he just calling you his baby mama and not his wife or his fiance or whatever. So what I've learned, and granted, I've been willingly in some situationships with people who I really didn't see it for in my future. I've been in accidental ones with niggas I really wanted to be with. So just out of everything, being very clear about what you want is very important. And it really can save yourself about 4, 5, 2, 3 years.
Do you do that now?
6 months. Yeah.
Are you upfront? Like, you know, like when God, like you talking to a new
I'm getting better because like the last date I went on, I said it, but I didn't say it like directly because it's kind of, you feel a bit crazy when somebody's like, well, what are you looking for? You're like, marriage. You feel a bit psycho. I feel a bit.
What about if you say commitment?
I mean, commitment sounds like marriage. But you have to. It's a very awkward thing for me. I don't know about everybody else. Maybe because let me tell you one thing I realized too. I was in college and I was trying to figure out how all these girls. I had 2 homegirls and they ended up getting these guys to be their boyfriend, and I was just like, well, I've been seeing this nigga for like a year now, and he sometimes like randomly will call me his girlfriend, but in reality, we're in a situationship. And I remember those girls were like, no, I asked them straight up, like, why am I not your girlfriend? And they were like consistently asking these guys why I'll say her name, Lauren, this girl named Lauren. She was like, nah, I was asking, her husband name is Uche, but at the time they were just dating. We were in college. Mm-hmm. And Lauren was like, no, I straight up asked like Uche, like, why am I not your girlfriend? I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm doing all this stuff for you. I should be your girlfriend. And I remember like that was like the first time I had seen somebody be that upfront and that assertive about the title and where they thought they should have been. And so this went on for maybe a month. Eventually he like agreed to like be in the relationship or whatever, because this is after months of her cooking and cleaning and then being like basic. And the thing was, basically we were calling her his girlfriend because she was the only girl that was around. Yeah. So like I could say it to him and he wouldn't be like, that's not my girlfriend. But he wasn't like officially with her. So eventually he said, yeah, they're married now with 2 kids. So shout out to them. And then it was like another girl I knew who did the same thing. Like, no, we having sex. We're doing this. We're doing that. I'm your girlfriend. Like, why am I not your girlfriend? And like, it was like a discussion for a couple of weeks. And then finally the guy gave in. So like at the time I was just like, that's bold. Like that was the craziest thing to me because it's like I couldn't see myself sitting a guy that even, which is the odd part, how you can't see yourself being upfront when a nigga's literally in your body. Yeah. Like he's in your body. Your mama ain't even in your body. Like he's inside of you. He's literally inside of you. Your mother has not, you came out your mother. Your mother didn't come out of you. So like he's even closer to you than your mother is in a sense. Because he's in your body, right? And you can't even have a conversation with him about where y'all gonna be at in a month. And like, cause that was like the craziest thing to me. And like, so, and then now looking at it, like Lauren's married, and I mean, granted, every situation would end up like that. Different, like that's the best, results. Yeah. But the fact that she held him accountable for what she was doing for him. I am cooking for you. I am having sex with you. I am doing all these things for you. I'm talking to you late at night. I'm hanging out. I'm doing all these things for you. The nerve of you to say I'm your friends.
I'm going to start doing that.
The nerve. It's kind of, and that's kind of how she acted, like the fucking nerve of you. And at the time, I mean, Lauren, by the time he met her, I mean, granted, Lauren she had graduated college already and she was working at the hospital. So I thought maybe it was like an age thing. But then I met another girl who was actually my age who did the same thing. So honestly, and like I said, it's still awkward for me. But then too, I haven't met anybody in like the past 2 or 3 years that I wanted to like marry anyway. Like the one guy who kept saying he wanted to marry me, I kind of just went with it because it was kind of like, well, I don't have shit going on. And it really was like that. He kept like harassing me, and I was just like, I ain't got shit going on. We could. Yeah. I could possibly get married and move back to Florida. But in reality, I haven't met anybody in like a few years that I could see myself marrying. I guess when I do, I hope that I will have like
but they're
the
supposed
courage.
to say that when you know you've met somebody that.
No, but I hope that's what I'm saying. I haven't felt like that way. Like I felt that way in the past, but not in like recent years. I haven't felt like I've met somebody who I would want to like spend the rest of my life with. I met people like I knew that were just going to be here. Mm-hmm. So I didn't mind the situationships because I knew I knew it wasn't going to be forever. But hopefully when the time comes and I'm not meeting, because like even right now, I don't see myself married in the next 2 years. I just don't. But when I do meet somebody, hopefully whenever, I will be better off at saying what the fuck I expect.
I think
and you have to know what you want too.
Yeah. I think my next relationship.
Nigga, you said that about this last nigga you was talking to. I can't trust you. You literally said your next one was the one, and that was a situationship. You remember when you said he don't know he my boyfriend yet? Nigga, that was a situationship.
Which one?
The white boy.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. So that's where I realized, like, yo,
so this is a learning. So you learned from this. So you learned from this.
I have a pattern.
What is your pattern?
Oh my God, my pattern.
What's your pattern?
I be letting these niggas come. No, it's not even. No.
Do you think you have sex too soon, without giving boundaries?
Yes and no. Yes, I have sex too soon.
Yeah, I have sex too soon.
No, but like with this particular situation, I personally feel like life will give you everything you need to know, life will give you exactly what you need to figure out until you actually figure it out. So it's going to keep giving you these same scenarios.
You get the same lesson.
And over and over and over until you say, yo, what the fuck is going on?
So what is your problem?
My problem, as I've been meditating.
Oh my God.
And I've been really praying on it because I don't want to be like, oh, I want to get married tomorrow, and I want
because I don't feel that way.
No, I don't feel that way. I definitely want
companionship,
to have a partner where I can spend my life with, I can share my life with, and all of that shit. Marriage, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just now living with a man, my brother, and it's fucking me up. I don't know if I could live with a man. I don't know, but we'll see. But with this particular situation with him, it really was like, okay, I'm doing too much. I'm too nice of a person. I really, really, really have to set boundaries with people, and I have to hold people accountable for their actions. Because a lot of times, guys will say things and they will, they'll do certain things, but in your gut, and as I've started to learn, I'm a very spiritual person. I'm a very gut, I know things in my gut. When something's not right, something's not right. And not to say like with him, he was like, there's nothing wrong with him, but I just knew that something in the connection wasn't.
Then why did you sleep with him and entertain it? Because you just felt like it?
Because I was horny. Yeah.
But it's no problem with that.
But it's no problem with that. But my problem is with the issue it's like, you don't have to pretend that you like me as much as you do. You don't have to pretend like.
Well, maybe. Well, do you don't think it was genuine?
To love me. You don't have to. You don't have to text. You don't have to text me. You love me.
But do you think it was genuine?
Do I think? I think in the beginning it was genuine.
Because sometimes I feel like guys just want to be like, I got her. I think like guys want you to fall for them. Like even if they're not gonna fall for you, it's like it's no fun if they don't have your whole life involved.
And you know what? Because he always used to make these comments like, "Oh my God, you're falling in love with me. You're falling in love with me, aren't you?" And I used to always say, "You're making it a one-sided thing."
No, but I ended up in that boy and that baby mama who said she'll do anything. She did. I was like, "Bitch, you can have him." We were just, because he lived back in Florida anyway, so we were just, it was kind of like, dude, when I come to Florida, we can hook up, and you can come out to Houston a few times, we can hook up. He made it his mission. No, you're my girlfriend. Like, he made it his mission to make it way deeper than what initially I wanted, because I really was just low key. I was kind of just fucking bored. I was just like, I ain't talking to nobody. Like, I'm dry in these streets. Let me at least start picking up some cards. Like, I was just out here trying to find some niggas. And I do think guys make it more difficult and more than what it should be. But then how do you... Okay, so if you want a situation, because this is the thing, I think this is how sometimes I think you end up in a situationship that you didn't mean to.
Because I was in a situation I didn't mean to be in.
But then because they do that, it flips where now, somewhere it flips where they're checking up on you and they're making you engulfed. And someday it flips and you're actually engulfed and they're not interested. And that's not your boyfriend, and you really can't say nothing, and that nigga remind you that he's not your boyfriend. So how do you avoid that?
I've never had a nigga remind me I'm not his girlfriend.
I've been reminded when I had to check a nigga. Nigga was just like, but wait.
I've never had a nigga remind me that I'm not his girlfriend. But I do...
how do you avoid a situationship? How do you avoid falling in love or being engulfed in a situationship?
You have to always... So... To me, I always think like, okay, so when me and this motherfucker were talking, right? And he would always make these comments, and these comments would stick out to me. You have to listen to your gut. Like, as women, we know when a motherfucker's lying. We know when a motherfucker is gassing us up. Yes, you know, because it says for some reason the actions don't correlate with the word.
No, but I think when people first start gassing you up, they do be very involved and they home watching Netflix and sitting in that. Because every time I talk to a dude who has made me, like, it's been situationships that I wanted to be. I didn't want it to be a relationship. We were just kicking it. They pulled me into it as if it was going to be a relationship, but not me paying attention, not realizing it never turned into a relationship. It was a situation.
But again, because you weren't paying attention.
But not necessarily that I wasn't paying attention, because if you're checking for me and you're doing all the right things and you're saying all the right things, how am I? And so even I didn't feel that.
How do
I decipher that? You saying it's in your gut, but no, sometimes your gut is very much so fooled if somebody is doing something and saying something and seems like they're aligning.
You're right.
It wasn't until the guy from Florida, it wasn't until like the first time his baby mama called me was like, no. He came to Texas.
Oh, so it was after the baby mama?
No, he came to Texas, and I happened to be on my Facebook, and the way my Facebook was set up, I didn't get messages from people I didn't know.
Right.
So I just happened to be sitting on my sofa, and I'm talking about he on his Uber coming to my apartment. I click, and I get to like this vault of messages that I didn't even know existed on Facebook. And I'm going through all these messages from people I don't know, and I ran across a message from her like a few days prior, like, he posted something on Facebook. I commented it. She screenshot it. She sent it back to me and basically was asking me what the fuck I was saying. So I read it, but I had already heard that his baby mom was a bit on the nutso side. So I waited. He got to my apartment. I showed it to him. He's like having a nervous breakdown in my living room. Because like I'm low-key mad because I don't really like when people address me anyway. And you know, the way my temperament is set up, I be ready to drop you on your head. So he like called his mother and like it's this whole scene and it's just like he doing the most, so clearly he ain't messing with this girl. So then he kept pulling me in. Mind you, this could have been a situationship. I just wanted to get laid, if we're being fucking honest. I wanted to get laid. I had knew him. It was gonna be good. So then he kept pulling me in. Then it ended up being some bullshit. Next thing I know, in like a fucked up situation from a nigga who pulled me into this situation. Like a fucking tide, like when you at the beach and you at your ankles, and then one day 2 seconds you turn around, the water's at your hip, you about to drown. Cause you know a beach do that to you quick. You start off in the beach and then next thing you know your ass is damn near drowning.
You know, I guess again I can only go from my own.
So how do you avoid it?
I think.
Because if a guy
I can tell you this. I can tell you this.
You go to a guy and be like, look, nigga, I just want to fuck. Please stop pulling me in.
No, I think it has to be that drastic. It has to be that drastic.
I don't think me and you gonna be the one.
I think a woman knows. They say a person
I do know who I do
when,
and don't.
A person knows
when they meet the
if
one.
You not the one.
I think
so. Nah, nigga.
I thought the nigga in high school was the one. I thought the nigga in college was the one. It's been a couple times I thought niggas was the one. That ain't. Shout out.
Your guesstimation reader needs to be readjusted and recalibrated.
Shout out to both them. We was together forever. I had our kids' names.
But I think as you grow older and you grow into yourself.
Yes.
You grow into yourself and you grow into what makes you feel secure and comfortable. I think that we all have to be honest with ourselves.
But that's a now thing though. That's not a 20-year-old comment. That's not a 21-year-old comment.
So a 20-year-old, honestly, I would just say we have to look at actions. We have to, even though you say sometimes the actions can line up.
How are you paying my rent and paying all my bills?
But I'll tell you this. If I am feeling negative about myself, so my ex-boyfriend, prime example. Now, granted, I'm not gonna bash him. Maybe one day he'll listen to this shit. I don't know, but I think that if I had to listen to what I was feeling at the time, because a lot of times we ignore how we feel. And if we would just listen to our higher consciousness,
listen to your heart. I feel like it's a song.
We can decipher what's real and what's fake. When I was with my ex-boyfriend, like he did everything that was right, but it was just something that was off. Something I couldn't put my finger on it. I couldn't if I asked for money, if I needed some money, he'd give it. Even now, if I call this nigga right now and be like, hey, I need some money, he'll be like, okay, where can I meet you? But I can't get this nigga to tell the truth for shit. So it's just like you have to listen to yourself. If something is not right, like I was miserable with this person. I was so sad. Like I look at pictures of me when I dated this dude. I had dark circles under my eyes. I was super I'm pretty thick right now. I'm like skinny thick. But I was really, 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 really skinny. Like you could see my bones. I remember my best friend, I hadn't seen her in months. And when she came to Houston, she saw me. She goes, oh my God, I can fucking see your clavicle. Good. And she stuck her fucking finger. And I'll never forget that. She stuck her finger in my clavicle right here. She was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I wasn't eating. I wasn't doing shit. Like I lost myself within this person. And I think that a lot of times females, we do that. And we say, oh, well, he's doing this, he's doing that, or he's saying this and saying that, so it's okay. No, if we're not thriving and vibrating on our highest level, we're not being our best selves with this person, then something's wrong. Something is wrong.
So I guess in order to avoid a situationship, know who you are.
Something is wrong.
Actually, to avoid a situationship, you have to know who you are because you have to know what you want to. A lot of times, I never knew if I wanted to be in a relationship or not, and I got exactly what I was given to the universe. a confused being come into my life.
And a lot of times that's what it is.
No,
if you're confused and you are giving off that energy, you're gonna get that back.
And still, I took a break. The last nigga I started, like, I was heavy in a situationship. I stopped fucking with him in February. And I mainly stopped fucking with him, not because it was a bad situationship, really because I was just thinking, like, one day in the middle of sex, like, what am I doing? This is smooth in the middle of sex. And I was thinking that only because it's like, all right, this nigga ain't the one. I know this nigga ain't the one. So I don't mind.
Yeah.
No, with him. I knew.
But you know it.
But with him, I knew. It'd been some past ones I was in situationships wondering how I wasn't his wife. But neither here nor there to them past niggas, fuck y'all. But I was like, I started to realize because a lot of times over like the past 5 or 6 years, about the past 4 or 5 years, I didn't know if I wanted to be married. I didn't know if I wanted to be in a serious relationship. I didn't know if I did or didn't. Like, I was very confused on what I wanted. Like, you talk to some people, they know XYZ. I didn't know. So I kept attracting a specific type of guys and ended up in sometimes situationships that I approved and sometimes situationships that I don't even know how I ended up there. So a lot of it too is just knowing what you want. If you just want to hook up, that's cool too. Know you want to hook up. If you want companionship and you know you want companionship, that's cool. Go for companionship. If you're just out here confused and, you know,
you're going to get that confusion back in life.
Balls to the wall. And, you know, that's not a bad space either. I've been in that space. Sometimes that space is a good time. That space was a great time.
But that's the thing. Like, you have to realize that the energy you put out into the world is what you get back. So,
like I said, some situationships I'm not upset about. Some of them, yes. Some of them, no, I'm not. I'm generally not. It was good times. But like now in this space, because I know I don't know what I want and I know I don't want to be in a situationship, I just leave everybody. And I know I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to be in a full-blown relationship. I just leave everything the fuck alone.
I'm ready, baby. I'm ready.
Because I don't feel like, you know, whatever. But just know yourself for sure. And then even if you don't know yourself and you figure yourself out halfway through your situationship or halfway through dating or halfway whenever, the second you decide that you want the situation to move to a relationship or you want to be in something, be vocal. Period. Be vocal about what is literally your life, your vagina, your time, your space, your apartment, your bed.
This is my pussy.
You know.
No, nigga, it ain't your pussy.
Well, I kind of like when people say that, but just
it's
know.
It's not your pussy.
No, I like when people say that. But just know, like, the second, if you change your mind in the middle of the relationship, do not be afraid to speak your mind in the middle of the relationship or the situationship or dating. Asking, being vocal about what you want for your life is not a crime. And I hope girls even start being more specific younger if they want more at a younger age. Grant, and like I said, if you just out here wilding and you want to wow, like I'm here for it.
The fuck
but
out.
If you know for sure you want to be in said relationship or said whatever, be very, very extremely vocal. And with that being said, on the flip side of that coin, if that person can't give you what you are specifically asking for, it is okay to say goodbye.
Gotta let them
because
go.
I've been trapped that way plenty of times where I actually kind of said what I wanted, and they kind of didn't agree to what I want or talked me out of what I wanted or made me feel absurd and crazy for what I wanted. When if you sleeping with somebody, you want that person to be yours, that is not crazy or absurd. It's just not. So be very vocal, but understand that once you put that energy out and once you say what you want, you need to be, you know, big enough to leave when they try to coerce you out of it. Because a lot of times they don't say just no. They just kind of make you feel a bit.
They fall back.
They make you feel a bit funny. And then you be like, oh, where Mike at? Yeah. Or Mike be like, what we got is good. And then you just like, you right. And then he try to remind you of everything he did for you. So why would you want to talk to somebody else? Don't let that nigga do that to you. If you do not want to be in a situationship, be vocal. That is like one of my biggest regrets on a lot of not necessarily being vocal is one, but not being able to move on when I realized that it wasn't going to move in the direction I needed it to move in. Don't let niggas waste your time. And don't waste your own time. Because there ain't be niggas. Niggas be kind of honest in a lot of these situations.
They be sub-honest.
They
be sub-honest. Because they're not honest. They're not direct.
I mean, at the end of the day, a nigga telling you he don't want... A nigga saying he don't want to... Nah, but you know what a nigga saying. For somebody who just said it's in your gut, you know when a nigga being honest and if it's all in your gut. You know when a nigga is half-ass answering shit to you. I want to be your boyfriend. What? Huh? If they can't give you a direct answer and you giving a direct question, that's a problem.
That is true.
And you literally just said your gut. You just sat here and gave a whole speech, a monologue about a gut. No, ma'am.
Put your finger like that.
No, ma'am.
You ain't gotta put your finger like that.
Because I just, no, ma'am. You just said right here, your gut is. People being sub-honest. Your gut broke when they sub-honest?
Well, I mean, again.
Like I said, just be vocal about what you want and be able to walk away if it's not what you want.
Yeah, because
walking away be the problem.
Situationships are the worst thing that you could possibly be in.
Especially when you want to be in a relationship.
Absolutely.
Because now you're just taking a bare minimum for companionship.
And if I can go ahead and add this, it's like you have these certain... If you look back on these relationships that you've had... Every relationship that you've had are almost like a mirror, right? And sometimes, well, I know for me personally, for my journey, it has been a mirror because I've allowed the same type of mentality to come into my space and I've dealt with that shit for no reason. For no reason at all. And as vocal as I am, as chitty chat as I am, as loud as I am, it's almost like, damn, I really let these niggas get over on me.
Yeah, and you have to really be confident in yourself and your worth, and that's another thing too.
Like, and that's another
I think
important piece.
Lauren, the girl I knew in college, she was very sure of her worth, and she knew like nigga, you need to be happy. I'm doing all this.
That's a very important piece because the last time I spoke to this dude, I was just like, yo, you know you're really lucky, right? And he just looked at me. He was just like, yeah. And you got I was like, no, yo, like nigga, you're really lucky because I don't do anything for anybody like this.
Yeah, you have to be very deliberate and you really have to know your worth and you always have to be ready to walk away. And I mean, granted, like walk away if it's just something that you know you need.
If it's not good for you.
Yeah, if you need this.
If it ain't good for you,
leave. If you know you want to be in a relationship and he's saying no, then that's not the nigga for you.
Saying yes. That's not the nigga for you.
And sometimes they say yeah when they say no. I've had some yeses and I was just like, this nigga's terrible. This is great though. This moment is fabulous.
Situationships are a horrible thing to be in.
When you want to be in a relationship.
But if you are just looking to fuck and whatever, do your thing.
Like I said, I've been in situationships that have been a great time.
God bless. But don't confuse yourself. But that one
I was in, and
don't confuse yourself.
Yeah,
don't confuse yourself.
And listen, the second you're honest with yourself, you need to be honest with that person, and then you need to make the steps accordingly that will. If he says no and you want to be serious, then you need to be able to. That is a key factor. You need to be able to move on and realize that you can't make somebody be your boyfriend or your husband.
And also remember that even if that person doesn't want what you want, it's not the end of the fucking world. Like, who cares?
It's another situationship around the... No, I'm joking. It's a whole other situationship around the corner, girl. Nah, But for those who are young and still out here just busting a wide open,
no, don't do that. Don't live your life. Be careful. Wear condoms.
Wear condoms. Like I said, I've been in some situationships that were a good time and I had great times. And I'm not against.
You just have to be fucking honest.
I'm not against situationships if that is what you want. The purpose of this is if you want to be in a relationship,
be in a relationship.
Be in a relationship and be honest about it. Don't let nobody have you in a situationship. Don't have nobody have you on a JV team when you know you motherfucking varsity, bitch. That's that. That's that on that.
And remember, life will give you the same replays until you learn that lesson.
You must keep getting the same replays because you're really.
I have. I know.
You're really straight. You're living Groundhog's Day, huh?
No,
this is Groundhog's Day for you.
No real shit. Like, I really learned that. I really felt that in this past experience that the experiences that I've had between last year and this year. I feel like I have experienced the same person, but in different bodies.
I haven't experienced the same people. I've experienced the same situation in a sense, but that had, like I said, I'm very vocal about everything else but what I want in a relationship.
But I haven't been. So I haven't been vocal. I haven't
always
been anything.
I've been vocal. Like I've been vocal in every aspect of my life. I've been vocal, but relationships when I'm with a guy. So like that's kind of what I'm working on. Not necessarily saying the next nigga is going to be the nigga, but when I do meet somebody I feel like I want to have something serious with, I'm not going to like shy away from my quote unquote demands and what I think I deserve.
Absolutely no, I don't think that I would.
And you should, especially not like I said, for the girls who just out here trying to live your life. But if you're probably our age, I'm 32, Adrianna's 33.
Watch it.
You 33?
No, I'm 34.
34. Adrianna's 34. We're kind of at the age now where we ain't got like 12 more years to waste.
Bitch, I do.
I don't have 12 more years to waste on a nigga.
Why am I gonna waste on a nigga? Hell,
like no. I don't have 12 more years to waste in a situation.
Oh no, I'm definitely never gonna waste.
I'm not like that. Not granted, not a situationship I don't want to be in. So I'm not gonna let no nigga waste my time and I'm trying to like move forward and he looking at me like I'm crazy. No, and them niggas really do be looking at you like you're crazy and have you thinking you're crazy. Oh, you have demands? We just met and she's talking about she wants. No, tell the nigga what you want. If that nigga leave, that ain't the nigga for you. Bloop. That simple. But we got a letter.
Oh, we have another letter.
This week on Moesha's diary. Wait for it. Oh, okay. So we're going to name her Ashford and Simpson. Hey girls, hey, I have an issue. I think my bestie's boyfriend is fine. Fine. And he low-key be trying to flirt with me. Every time I see him out, he buys me drinks and dances with me. Nothing inappropriate has happened though. Should I tell my best friend? It sounds like you want to fuck your best friend, dude.
Yes, you need to tell your best friend because if you, you gotta tell your best friend.
I don't know. You saying the way you say he's fine kind of makes me feel like you'll be with it though. But
okay,
I'm not judging you, but it sounds like you with it, girl.
How long have you known the best friend?
I honestly, for me, I've told a friend about a guy who was trying. Technically, I had a threesome with this couple.
How long have you known the nigga? How long have you known the girl?
I knew that girl for years. I knew that guy for like a year, and I told her, and it blew up in my face because when you start getting tricky, not everybody takes information about their man really well. And for me, if it's a situation like with my situation, I could have avoided the guy. It's not like I had to. You don't have to talk to the best friend's boyfriend. You see him in a club does not necessarily mean you got to speak and accept his drink and dance with him. It sounds like you with it because you say he buys me drinks and dances with me, which means you're dancing with him, which means you're accepting the drinks. Before I tell my best friend, I would just avoid that nigga. But that's just me because that can be your best friend, but it's different when people start sleeping with people and it's not enough information here for
your
logistics.
Best friend, that's your best. If that's your best friend, nigga, then you sing like a hummingbird.
I just avoid the nigga.
If I were to see my best friend's husband do some shit even if they were just dating, I'm singing. I don't care. My loyalty is to my best friend.
Yeah, but
I'm a loyal ass bitch. I'm a loyal ass bitch.
And your message kind of sounds like you with it, because in order for you to dance with him, and in order for him to dance with you, that means you got to dance with him. So a bit of your
nope.
A bit of your...
You need your ass whooped, he need his ass whooped.
A bit of your story sounds very off, especially because, like, you realize you don't have to dance with him, and you realize you don't have to accept his drinks. So if you
accept his drinks, but you don't have to dance with him. I would never dance with my best friend's husband.
If you were my best friend telling me that y'all doing a two-step over some vodkas, I'm gonna be looking at you crazy. Like, well, why you waiting?
Super.
How many vodkas and how many two-steps has it been? This is
super.
You don't really sound like a good friend, to be honest. But
how long have y'all even been friends?
You sound like a terrible friend, honestly. What she do?
Because I would never. If James were to even ask me for if we were at a wedding and James would be like, okay, hey, let's dance, I'd be like, no. Fuck no. Where's Jen?
Yeah, it just sounds like the fact that you said he was fine in the way you sound, like you said, the way you said fine just make me feel like you're just a shit friend and you probably want to mess with him anyway.
And that's not your real friend anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know, girl. I can't really help somebody who two-stepping and drinking cocktails with their friend's boyfriend. Because, like, I'm the type of person, if I see any of my friends' spouses, I text them immediately, be like, oh, such and such here. But that's the type of person I am. And not in, like, a telling way, not in a shady way. But if I know the guy through my friend, my natural reaction is to text a friend and be like, your boyfriend ain't here. So I just don't see why you two-stepping with him. And honestly, if you come to me and you tell me that he bought me drinks and two-stepping, I'm going to be looking at you a little side-eye.
Super. Right. I'm looking at you like, bitch, what you got popping?
Yeah, right.
Matter of fact, open up them text messages. Open up them DMs, because I want to see some shit.
I don't know, Ashford and Simpson. This sounds a little tricky. So the fact that you've been two-stepping and letting him buy you some rocks, I just kind of feel like you need to just shut your mouth and don't say shit else to him. And if you see him out, go the other way. It's something you can go the other way.
And if you don't go the other way, then just be on the next episode of
For My Man. Sound like you can go the other way and just calm the situation down all the way together. You don't have to necessarily, because you just seem too far in to tell her now. Like, because I would be wondering why you didn't tell me from jump. That's the way I think. Like, F him and F you. Like, why you waiting 6 months and whatever. I don't know, girl. As for the Simpson, I don't know, girl. I'll put you in a prayer box. But
I'm not.
That's that.
Because I just said it.
I'll put you in a prayer box. Everyone deserves prayer. But that's say anything else?
No.
All right, guys. We will see. Oh, Toya Ebony on all social media. Recovering Party Girls at Gmail is where you can send us your emails.
And I am Janet Jackson.
No, you're not. And she posted some new pictures.
Are you going to comment?
Adrianna is Miss Cool _ in the city. Recovering Party Girls
drunk,
letters.
Y'all. I'm sorry. I'm drunk.
She's been drinking wine this whole show. So we will see you guys next week. Be blessed. Be loved.
No more situationships, people.
And if you want to be in a relationship, you let that nigga know.